guys, hope you're all well and making most of this dullest of Januaries. If you want something to brighten up your January though, I have just the thing. I have a new cocktail for you. So this one is called the Poached Pear Sour. It's quite Christmassy, I do get that, but I wanted to use up the last of my Edinburgh gin liqueur so I can buy a new bottle for next Christmas. So this is definitely the last kind of Christmassy one that we're going to do. So let's crack into it. So first of all, I'll tell you what we're going to use. So we're going to use the Edinburgh gin Poached Pear liqueur. It's only 20%, so it is quite sweet, so I won't be using any sugar syrup in this cocktail because of that. So this is going to be the main ingredient in it. Then we're just going to use some gin that we have here as well, and then some Disaronno. Disaronno is amazing. I find it either really Christmassy and it's also really summery, so you can drink it literally all year round. Some lemon juice, and then I'm going to use some egg white powder. Now, just quickly about egg whites in cocktails, that's what makes cocktails quite frothy. So you have 3 different ways of doing that. You can use chickpea water, which is obviously the vegan version, and that will make your drinks really nice and frothy. You can use fresh egg white. Now that's what I used to use, but I was finding obviously I was getting waste from egg yolks, and you can get cartons of it in the supermarket, but it only lasts for 3 days. So again, I was finding quite a lot of wastage. Years ago I found this video of this Italian bartender who used egg white powder in his pisco sour. And I was like, oh, that's such a good idea, and I've used it ever since. It's so good. There's no mess with it, and you get it in supermarkets at the bacon aisle. So for every one cocktail, I just use a teaspoon of egg white powder. So here we go. We'll start off with just a cocktail shaker. If you don't have a cocktail shaker, you can use a jam jar or protein shaker, anything basically. You don't always need a cocktail shaker, but we're going to use one for this one. So we'll start off with the Edinburgh gin Poached Pear liqueur, and we're going to do 50 mils of that. That is literally just the end of my bottle, so that's perfect. I hope this goes well then, or else I can't do it again. Then we have some just Gordon's gin, just any gin that you've got hanging about the house. Now we're going to do 25 mils of this. Then our amaretto, using Disaronno, but you could use any other amaretto variation on that, but I always use Disaronno. So 25 mils of this as well. Then the lemon juice, I've already squeezed a lemon, so it's going to be 15 mils of fresh lemon juice. And then egg white powder, so as I said, just 1 teaspoon of this. Now, if you're using actual egg white, what you want to do is dry shake the cocktail first, so that's shaking the cocktail without the ice, and then take the lid off, add ice, and then shake it again. But with the egg white powder, I feel like you don't really need to do that. So there we go. So that's all the ingredients in there. Then I'm just going to add my ice that I have here. Now, I once heard that a really good cocktail needs to be shaken for 16 seconds, so I try my best for that, but it's definitely not always 16 seconds and probably won't be quite 16 for this video. Okay, I didn't even count that, but that's it done now. So, I'm going to use a glass, and obviously for egg white there can sometimes be little bits in the cocktail, so you always want to use a fine strainer when you're pouring the cocktail as well. So here we go. Oh, it's such a lovely colour. So I could definitely have gotten that frothier if I'd mixed it for a bit longer, but I think you get the general idea. There we go, and that's the Poached Pear Sour. Now to garnish, what I'm going to do is I'm going to use my new toy that I got for Christmas. It's quite temperamental, sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. I think it's just me using it, to be honest, but it's the Flavour Blaster bubble gun. It's so cool. You can use it for bubbles on top of cocktails, and you can also use it for just smoking cocktails as well. It comes with different flavours. This one has got a citrusy flavour and smell to it, so we will give this a go. got smoke, so that's a good start. So here goes. Perfect, there we go. And then just to pop this bubble, what I'm going to use is I'm going to use some Silent Pool cocktail mist, and this is Christmassy, so it goes with the whole cocktail. It's cinnamony, it goes with the poached pear basically, so I'm just going to use that to pop the cocktail. Ta-da! And here we go, the poached pear sour. So hope you all like this video. Cheers and happy cocktailing. Very good.